How are y'all? My name is Buffy Maynard, and I'm the nurse practitioner here on our Women and Children's Unit at Baptist in North Little Rock. And I'm going to give you a little virtual tour of our unit, but first I want to say how incredibly excited we are and thankful that you've picked us to share in your amazing life experience. And I just promise to give you the best that we have and make everything perfect for you. So let's talk about where you're going to park. When you enter our campus, you're going to follow the labor and delivery signs. They'll take you around to a little turnabout on our northwest entrance on the ground level. You'll see some little pink maternity signs. That's where you can park. Once you come into the little rotunda there, you're going to see an elevator. On the elevator, you're going to get in and go up to the second floor. And again, on the second floor, you're going to follow the labor and delivery signs. Now, these signs in the hospital are all at the top of the units, and they're blue and white, so just follow the signs around the labor and delivery. Once you get to our entrance doors, they're glass, and you won't be able to get in there because of infant security, but there is a phone. If you'll just pick that up, our assistant there will ask you some questions and just kind of see about the reason for your visit. Make sure you're in the right place. Once that happens, we're going to welcome you in, take you to your room, and kind of orient you to the area, get you a gown on, and we'll go ahead and start assessing you and your baby, and if we need to initiate treatments immediately, we will. A little helpful hint, if you can go online or even come into admissions and do your pre-admission packet, that will expedite your admission process a lot. That way you're not worried about having to show your insurance and your photo ID and all that. We can just get you straight into a room and get you evaluated. Now, once you're in our labor and delivery suites, we have a triage room and our labor and delivery suites. When you go in labor, you're going to find that these rooms kind of have a little bit of everything. They're pretty spacious, so we can bring in all the equipment that we need to labor you. We have all the emergency resuscitation equipment for you and your baby, and private bathroom, flat screen TVs, free Wi-Fi. You got a couch for your guests should you have to labor overnight or they need a little rest. We have these fancy beds that break down so that we can ensure we're positioning you to help your labor and help your comfort level as much as possible, as well as some fancy labor tools like a peanut ball. You probably have heard of that, or maybe even just a labor ball. So we've got some exceptional nurses, and they're very skilled in laboring and making sure our patients are comfortable and taking care of your baby, because safety is one of the most paramount things that we worry about here, both in labor and then as well as infant security. So while you're here, we're going to ask that you abide by our visitation rules, and with this pandemic, it's ever changing. So when you do come in, we will have our nurses review with you what our current practice is that should go along with our federal and state guidelines that kind of mandate what we can and can't do different times. So we'll get you in your room, get you squared away, and if for any reason you should need an emergency C-section, I want you rest assured that our OR suite stays clean and ready at all times, and it's literally steps from any labor room that we have. Our staff here is all trained to do sections and scrub, and we just make sure that we're taking care and doing the best that we can and keeping you and your baby safe. After delivery, you'll go to one of our postpartum suites. Now, these rooms are spacious as well, and I promise that your guest is going to love them because they'll get a bed. Each of our postpartum rooms have 2 beds, the flat screen TV, the free Wi-Fi. They're all self-temperature controlled. You'll start getting room service that you'll just call and order for, and you get a specialized nurse too. And this is kind of exciting because our couplet nurses have specialized in care of the postpartum mom and a newborn infant. So they kind of know the challenges that they're going to face, both you and your baby, both immediately after delivery and over the next few days. So they're right there every step, either in your face with stuff you want, or if you need more privacy, we absolutely will discuss your plans and what your special needs are that day, and we try to make sure you're staying safe and giving you exactly what you need. Now, when you go to the postpartum side, you're going to get a book. It's called New Beginnings booklet. I like to call that booklet the I've Had a Baby Bible. Everything that we teach you here, both during labor, the immediate recovery process, and the postpartum side, even to what we're going to tell you when you go home, things to watch for like postpartum hemorrhage, infection, when to immediately go take your baby to the doctor. All those things are in this booklet. This booklet we're going to refer to frequently. All of our staff is up to par on it, and so we're giving you consistent information. Also in this booklet are things we're going to discuss: paternity acknowledgement, birth certificates, postpartum care resources like lactation consultants once you get home, that reminds me, we do have lactation consultants here also. Now our couplet nurses are trained very well in breastfeeding, but we do have infants sometimes that don't like to act right, and so we've got lactation consultants that will come in and help with the baby-friendly process, as well as helping make the best of your breastfeeding experience and get your milk in as quickly as we can, and kind of nip off any problems that we might be seeing. So just know that we're right here for you every step of the way, and when you go home you're going to have that booklet to refer to, so don't worry about trying to remember everything, and you're also going to see that we're just a phone call away. And one other thing, when you get ready to go home the day of discharge, we're going to ask that you guys bring your baby infant car seat up. That way it gets heated up to whatever the temperature of the day is in your room, and that you can adjust it properly for your infant. So make sure you read the instructions, the manufacturer instructions on your baby's car seat. That way you know how to operate it. Now we do have car seat specialists. That's one of our jobs, to make sure that you've put your infant in the car seat correctly prior to exiting the building. We'll also check your car for you to make sure that you've got that part, the base, secured if your car seat has a base. So just know that we're watching every little step of the way. We're here for questions. We're here to assist, and we'll send you home with lots of information, and more importantly, our phone number. So we're here for you now. If you got questions, I want you to jot those down, and feel free to call up anytime and speak to one of our charge nurses or one of our unit assistants, and we'll answer whatever questions we can for you. That number is 501-202-3675. So I think that wraps everything up. You guys have a beautiful day. We can't wait to see you. Take care, and call us if you need us. Thank you.